Hey, good morning, traders. Okay, I want to do AVAX or Avalanche. This is a coin I get a lot of questions about. And of course, I'm not here to provide you with all the details, fundamentals, features, selling points of any particular crypto. I'm a trader, so what I'm going to do for you is technical analysis, and that's what we'll do today. So I've got the Coinbase chart of Avalanche pulled up, and there's not a whole lot of history here. We don't even have the 200-day moving average on this chart. But one thing I do see immediately off the bat is this great big old glaring M pattern. What does that mean, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll talk about that. All right, so we hit our baseline of support, it looks like at $59, at least for time being. And if I am bullish this coin, what I'm looking to do based only on this M pattern is come back down and test this low area. The VNRM provides good support, and you can see it lines right up with a previous area of support I had already drawn anyways, and that's at $78.68. So yes, I had a triangle drawn before here, and we've re-entered that. If I were to zoom in, you can see that. So far, no confirmation. We need that today. It needs to stay above this area of support now in order for us to confirm that we're going to stay inside this triangle. I'm not sure that's going to happen. But either way, the triangle now becomes insignificant because as it was a bullish pattern, it did not play out as a bullish pattern. Instead, we dropped like a rock and formed this M pattern. So the M pattern now becomes the dominant pattern that we pay attention to on this chart. And I'm keeping the triangle up there just because we can see that it is still psychologically something a few of the traders are paying attention to. But today I'm going to be watching this closely. I'm suspecting we may drop out of it, out of this triangle again, either today or tomorrow. What I would be interested in if I was going to enter this trade is a retest of a lower level of support. So where is good support? Well, the big level of support is way down here at $78. That's actually not too far down. But if I was wanting to re-enter this trade and look for a good trade potential, that's what I would say the market will come back and retest before further projection onwards and upwards. Okay, something we should do real quick is look at a chart with more history. I've pulled up KuCoin's chart here, and you can see history goes way back. Again, you have the M pattern, but something else I spot immediately that you may want to pay attention to, or you may at least mark on your charts for future reference, is I don't know whether this is going to play out to be a head and shoulders pattern or not. You guys see what I'm talking about? Let me just draw it out for you real quick. Right shoulder, head, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And we broke below. Now, if this is a legitimate head and shoulders pattern, the way to do this, as you guys know, is measure from the top, the body high on the head to the neck, and put it where we placed. And look at that. It comes right down to an area of support I drew way down here at $21. Currently, we are hitting this resistance level on this chart. Now, I know on the last one I have that drawn a little bit differently. That's because it's a different exchange and there's different price variations. So this is also something we need to pay attention to. I'm not saying the head and shoulders pattern will play out. What I am saying is that we are hitting resistance on this one too, and we could come back to hit this 200-day moving average. All right, so where's the 200-day? Right now, today, it's at $70, but it is ascending. Interesting that it'll be around $78 in a given time frame. And if I was to draw a level here from the V on our M, it prints out exactly at 78.87. All right. So One more thing before I leave you. It really all depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but significant area of confluence. We're hitting our heads on that, and I expect a little bit of a drawback in the next day or two. Maybe this weekend we have a drawback. I'm not sure. Maybe we pop right through that. But until we get above this blue ascending trend lines, I'm not really looking to enter a lot of altcoin trades. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm still long all my positions, but I'm only taking profits on the pops of 10 to 15% at this point. Once we get above that blue ascending trend line, that's when I'll take profits on. I'm looking for 20, 25% at that time because I become more bullish. And of course, above the 200 day and above this neckline, that this head and shoulders pattern is invalidated and I become all out bullish again. All right. Above this ascending trend line, that's my confirmation indicator that we are going to 100,000. All right, so I become uber bullish. And I put out a chart, which I will link to in this video, demonstrating that. All right, but actually, I have it pulled up right here. Yes, all right. So if head and shoulders is valid, our bottom here is 20 to 20,000. Below this black ascending trend line, I'm bearish. Below 30,000, I'm very bearish. I'm still long up here, which is right where we are. I get bullish above the blue ascending trend line, this huge area of confluence. I know that this head and shoulders pattern is invalidated if we get above the neckline here and uber bullish above this blue ascending trend line. All right, and I'm paying attention to all of that because it matters for our altcoin entries. All right, and we can see that both of these charts agree a good area to look to re-enter or to enter, depending if you were in this and now are not, or are looking to get in this now, is around $78. Both charts point to that $78 mark. One has the 200-day to support that data, and the other has this M pattern drawn out with good support, significant support, and both of them are indicating we are up into resistance right now. All right, so that's basically my conclusion. I'm looking for AVAX to test that lower level of support, really there at $78 before I enter and re-enter. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, you can follow me on any one of my social media channels. You'll get all of this data, all of my posts at my website, studam.us. And if you are interested in these kind of videos and you want these free alerts, setups, etc., then on YouTube, it would be helpful to put out more content if you subscribe. But, you know, hit that alert button and you'll get all of my free alerts. Take care, guys, and we will talk to you in another video.